Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, and I'm encouraging you, stay on the path.
And thank you for joining Path Magazine. I am here with Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee at the Gospel Music Heritage Celebration, and I am excited to introduce her today. Sister Lee, tell me this. What made you decide to make September a month, passed by law, to be Gospel Music Heritage Month?
First of all, I've got to say I love Path Magazine. Thank you so very much for being here at the after gala and concert party, for all of those wonderful sponsors and supporters. I felt that gospel music tells the story of America more than any other music. It is a music that has traced the history of African Americans, but it is as relevant to Caucasians, Latinos, and Asian Americans as well. Gospel music has no color, no ethnicity, and no religious barrier. It is a story of joy, of pain, and of celebration. And I believe that America should stop for 1 month and pause and say thank you for gospel music. Thank you for Amazing Grace. Thank you for The Battle is the Lord. Thank you for the songs of Mahalia Jackson and Albertina Walker and the Mighty Clouds of Joy. So I wanted the young people to know the history as they build on new forms of gospel music. I wanted them to know the history.
Make no difference what the problem. Yes, I am blessed assurance. Oh, yeah.
When Kirk Franklin came out, he was new. He now knows that he set a whole tone, and there are so many young people now following and building on what he has done. Mahalia, others followed and built on what she did. The Hawkins brothers, and we are sorry of the loss of Bishop Hawkins, but I wanted to tell the story of gospel music.
What is this that I feel deep inside? And it keeps setting my soul on fire. Whatever it be, whatever it be.
It's so exciting to have a whole month dedicated to gospel music.
And this is here. You can't deny this, you can't deny the power of this music because, hey, we have a month now.
As we have progressed as people, not just as African Americans, but everybody in general, like even tonight, you're seeing multicultural, you're seeing people come together in the name of gospel music.
I was raised on gospel music, and particularly black gospel. And I think it's awesome that they're going to be able to put it in the schools where their kids will be learning the gospel music. All Christians are a little upset at the way things have been taken out of the schools, and I think this is headed back in the right direction.
I was delighted to join with Senator Blanche Lincoln of Arkansas, so the United States Senate and the United States House of Representatives, a joint concurrent resolution honoring and making September Gospel Music Heritage Month. That is a big statement for America. 65 members of Congress from all walks of life, Republicans and Democrats, joyfully signed on to the legislation for America to pause in the month of September and celebrate this month. We hope we'll see you next year when we celebrate Gospel Music Heritage Month.
Gospel music can bring folk out of some trying times, and it can also bring you to a place of rejoicing and glorification. And gospel music is that important that it needs to be recognized nationally. And we thank Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee for doing such an outstanding job in getting that legislation passed.
Gospel is the good news. So you don't want to forget that, because if you go all the way back to slavery when they were singing spiritual, Negro spirituals, that's nothing but gospel music, because that was the good news that they were going to be free. And that has traveled all through generations up to now, and still is a strong power in the church and in the world. Even we got great secular artists that started singing gospel music. You can't forget gospel music. So I think it's a wonderful, great thing that they have passed.
To live with my Lord, sooner will be done. My trouble, all is well. Oh, my trouble in this world. Lord, the trouble in this world. Lord, how sooner will be done.
I was in Washington on 9/11, and I now chair the subcommittee on transportation security and infrastructure protection on the Homeland Security Committee. It did not, the Homeland Security Committee did not exist before 9/11. Now Congress, every day I'm there, tends to the security of this nation. But I remember going through 9/11, literally watching the Pentagon be attacked and the black smoke. I remember us joining together. It was at that time when you saw America and Americans singing gospel inspirational songs of Amazing Grace, America the Beautiful. That's gospel music. So we have to understand that gospel music is in our joy, but it gives us joy in our sadness. That's what the resolution is all about, and that's what tonight was all about. Thank you to the New Light. Thank you to the Hilliards, and thank you for their hospitality. Thank you to all of Houston for hosting the national commemoration.
It feels wonderful to know that God is in the midst around our country and presenting his music.
It brings joy. It brings peace. I told him I have a little Shih Tzu, and when it gets out of hand, sometimes I just put some music on, and he just calms down like he know what I'm playing. And so it is. His music is so calming.
Next year,
well, we're looking to grow it here in Houston and then have it go on the road to the big cities, but we want it to be in the small cities and the medium cities. We frankly want every state in America to stop during the month of September and honor gospel music heritage.
God's got a way, yes sir. Yeah. God's got a way. You must come. Come on, clap your hands and say you must come. Oh, God's got a way. God's got a way, yes sir. God's got a way. Yeah, you must come in.